And we are here for you. And you. And you. Are you looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now? Cussing right at the beginning.
Oh, my fault, child. My fault.
Get no ad revenue. Are you looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now? We discuss relationships, trending topics, controversial topics,
Relationships.
And let me give a disclaimer here. We are not talking about our real life. We are not incriminating ourselves. We are not talking about our relationships or their relationships. This is for entertainment purposes only. And Punk is trying to fix your relationship. Save it for the booth, baby. Let's go. What up, y'all? Oh, this is the last.
Deuce, what up?
This is the last episode of the year.
Is it?
Last part of the year.
Nice.
Happy New Year. We still got our Christmas tree up. We'll take it down tomorrow. You know how we do. Christmas tree be up.
Into the new year.
Yep. How y'all doing? Punk, how you doing, man?
I'm wonderful. Just came back from a little vacation.
Oh, vacation team.
Yeah, a little sun refresh, you know.
Okay.
Get some sun.
Okay. Vee Chat, how you doing over there? Vee Chat.
I'm good.
She's
Good.
back.
How are you?
I am amazing.
Got your bun working, I see you. Juju.
Juju.
What up?
Juju.
What up?
How you
What
feeling?
up?
I am great.
You amazing?
You sure?
I am.
I like to hear that.
Hey, Punk, how you feel about Lil Romeo coming at Master P?
Coming at Master P?
Yeah, how he just was coming
I don't
at
know all
Master
they
P.
financial business, so I don't want to say he don't have a gripe, but when your father took care of you well, and I can't remember shit great that you did. I mean, nothing great that you did. Not saying you. I mean, I just can't remember nothing off the top of my head to make me feel like Lil Romeo should be extra paid or something. Bow Wow struggling with money. Let me not say Bow Wow struggling with money, but you know, we all know Bow Wow ain't getting money like he was when he was still rapping and real relevant, making movies and shit. So the fact that I can't remember none of any of that you did is like, I'm trying to figure out what you mad at your pops about for taking care of you well. Like, what? I don't get it.
He said all he gave him was cars and chains and jewelry.
How much of that you earned?
He won his Rap Snacks money.
Where Rap Snacks at? Is it in like all your local grocery stores?
Nope, they at the gas station on 81st and College.
The hood gas station, so it ain't even like they bussin'. It's not like this Jay's potato chips or Doritos or something. So what you talking about? Do you even know how much money Rap Snacks make? After y'all probably pay the people who faces on the Rap Snacks, the different flavors and all of that stuff. Like, do you know any of that? Why you just think, oh, I should be getting all this money?
Juju, does Little Romeo deserve his Rap Snacks? Does he deserve his Rap Snacks money?
Yes, if he worked for it.
Is Rap Snacks making money?
If he were.
Can y'all tell me Rap Snacks is making money?
You asking if they're profitable?
After you I
just
pay all
said
the
that.
people.
I saw the chips with Cardi B on them, and you said that's Rap Snacks. So.
Right, but you got to pay Cardi B. You got to pay for production. You got to pay for all this stuff. And then this man talking about some money from promoting it 20 years ago. If you part owner, you should be promoting it.
But I also think, like, if you are being paid with possessions like cars and jewels, then that needs to be made clear too.
I think that was when he was a kid, though. I don't think since he's been an adult, it's been like, oh, I'm just going to buy you a car and not give you a check. And even if you getting that stuff, that don't mean that's Rap Snacks money. That's his daddy money that he got from doing other things that because you my son, I'm gifting you these high value ass items. You rolling slicker than most
But are
kids.
you gifting these to me, or is this my compensation for my work?
It might not be no compensation for your work. You have to show me that Master P
You
is
have to produce,
profiting.
basically.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
you have to show me that Master P is profiting a whole lot of money. That's like any company you start, right? You got your own business.
Yeah.
So initially, could you pay to have a person do what you was doing?
Not initially,
Exactly.
no.
So if how would you have somebody if you had a business investor or whatever, they're not gonna profit until you profit, right?
It- So, well, I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
No, you
we
know.
don't. No,
You
You
know
know,
because you
because
got
you're
a
an
yes, no,
business.
that,
entrepreneur.
no. Let me not say I don't know that. What I'm saying I don't know is I don't know, like, we don't know what their
Their
business
business
is.
Right,
is.
we
You know what
don't.
I'm saying?
So this is speculation.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's
But
just
what I
like
know is I don't see rap snacks everywhere.
I cannot. I'm so sick of him talking about these rap snacks.
That's what he's saying he want money from rap snacks.
Oh,
Like
is it?
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah. That's
he
what he's
can't be talking about
about.
music. We don't know two
No,
Lil
but did
Romeo
he say?
songs.
Did
I don't
he?
know one.
No,
So
Vee
we can't be
Chat.
talking about music.
Did he really
I was just talking about. I was just talking about the whole suicide thing. I don't know why Romeo.
Suicide. Oh, he was
going
going to.
Oh well, the suicide thing he said was just. Oh, it was. He said it was just the last straw because he was.
He
just,
said he was gonna commit suicide.
No. When Twitch committed suicide, I guess Master P.
Who?
Twitch,
Twitch.
the
The
Steven,
DJ from
the DJ
Ellen.
from Ellen. Yeah.
Okay, what
So
about
when he committed suicide, I guess Master P.
He posted
Posted something and
something about
reaching out,
suicide
giving his
awareness.
condolences and all of these
That
things.
triggered Lil Romeo.
And so that was triggering for Lil Romeo, and that's where what was it, a tweet?
His sister overdosed, and Master P didn't say anything about it. So it was just, I guess it was like
Who was you to tell me how to grieve my daughter? That's a whole
So that's
different
what Master P
grieving
was
process
saying.
than somebody that I may have known or I'm close to,
Yeah.
but not. It's a whole different grieving process. I might not wanted to speak to the world about what my daughter went through. Did you speak out about it?
So this is why, listen, I'm
Spoiled ass kids.
Punk on here to fix y'all relationships. I'm on here to recommend therapy, folks.
Yeah, spoiled
Because
ass
you need
kids.
to deal with your triggers and what's triggering for you if you cannot communicate them. Because I definitely do not think that should have gone to social media. Yeah, that just wasn't the place for
You
that.
mad at how your pops grieved his daughter?
I think that's like family business, and that should have been dealt
That
with
man
like
hurt,
inside. But they say hurt people, and but y'all, this is why everybody needs therapy. Therapy is necessary.
I agree.
It is. It's a great thing if you had a
So
right
is he
therapist.
acting like he broke? Is he like acting like he just like broke or what? Like,
he
don't they
broke?
still live a luxurious lifestyle?
I'm trying to figure out
Y'all so petty.
Ooh.
how he broke.
Right,
if he
that's what I'm
is
trying
broke,
to figure.
like, who
Like,
fault
just
is
off
that?
his name and image and likeness, he should be able to make some bread.
I feel like Master P, if
Easily.
he is broke, you 30-some years old, 30 years old. You been watching me how long, and you ain't learned nothing to be able to get out here and get it on your own. Cause if you ain't got it right now, then all the time you did have it, guess who was giving it to you? Pops. But now you out here on your own and you ain't got it. I don't know. I mean, it don't make sense to me, but
All right, we done with that.
these kids be spoiled.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You get all the opportunity in the freaking world, man. I don't get it. Anyway, Punk. Should you take genetics into account when choosing your partner?
Absolutely.
Say it again. What'd you say?
Absolutely. Yes, you should.
Why you feel like that?
Because that shit play one of the biggest factors in kids. Like, you could try to show them the right way, give them a certain type of life, but genetics is genetics, and your genetics gonna play a role at some point.
What do you mean? In what ways? Like, what you talking about?
your genetics.
Give
just
an
to
example. Give an
like,
example. You ain't talking about nobody, but just give an example.
I mean, that's like you have kids that's like they parents might have been lived a certain type of lifestyle or brought up a certain type of way, raised them a certain type of way, and then they just do something completely different than how they was raised because of genetics. Some shit is just in your DNA. You know, like you can't get away from the phrase "you act like your father" or "you act like your mama." That shit is real due to genetics. Cause a single mom will tell their kid they act like they daddy, and the daddy ain't even in their life.
So you talking more of like behavioral type of things?
Or you talking about looks?
I'm talking
Well,
anything.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
Anything.
All of that. I'm speaking like
Genetics,
shit that
yeah,
matters,
genetics
like
can pass the illness
behavioral.
down, like illness or a trait
Yeah,
down, something
like
that.
shit like that, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not talking like looks.
Juju,
Yes.
should you consider genetics when choosing
So I guess
your
we need
partner?
clarification on what do you mean like genetics?
It
Because
could be any genetic. So it
Are
could
we-
be it could be height. It could be body
Okay, so that's what
structure.
I'm
Hold on,
bringing
let
up.
me finish. It could be anxiety. It could be mental health. It could be
well, yeah,
a
absolutely.
world of things, genetics,
Absolutely.
things that we are
We
inherited with.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, that plays a part on the physical aspects of things and also the mental. You know what I mean? Because even though I feel like, I don't know, I think behaviors and things are not necessarily genetics more so, but behaviors and habits that have been taught and passed on. And
So
observed.
you ain't
pass them
never
on, though?
you ain't never met somebody that they never met their father, but then when they finally met him, they act just exactly the same type of behavior, same tone of voice, same. You don't believe that
But
any
like,
behavioral
just the
things are
fact that
passed
you-
on?
Just the fact that you haven't met your father is a problem. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
we
just-
ain't talking about that. Though.
No, but we talk about behaviors.
You can't
You
control.
don't think that could be passed down genetically?
As a kid, I couldn't control whether my daddy was in my life, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But when I was around him at some point as an adult, it's like, damn. Now I understand why I think like this and why I act like this, because this man think the same way. Like, do the same stuff. It's weird, creepy almost, like for me to see somebody that I act like, but I wasn't raised by them. How can you combat that? Really, how can you combat it not even knowing where it come from? It's like I haven't seen these behaviors, so I can't be like, yeah, I don't like that, so I'm gonna make sure I don't act like that. You just really don't understand yourself because it's stuff you want to do, and you have no clue why, but it's just in your genetic makeup. At least that's how I feel about it.
But
Like,
I mean, like, how do you know all of this? If
Right.
you
That's
know
what I
I'm
want.
saying?
That's
Like,
what I want to know.
I'm saying once, or how do you know to think about genetics?
Yes.
Because for me, when I realized that, like, damn, genetics really, then yeah, you should have thought about that shit because it plays a part. And the same way I act like somebody that I may not have known growing up, or I can see them in me, it's gonna be the same thing when you have kids. Like, they gonna have traits that they just gonna act like you. I don't even get mad at my kids for doing certain things because they doing stuff that I do. Like, how I'm be mad? I do the same thing. I'm be mad at them for doing it.
so you do the same thing now?
No, that's why I'm saying. Like, I see my kids doing stuff I did as a kid that I don't do as an adult. So it's like, why are you doing that? Stop. But I did the same thing as a kid. How I'm getting mad at them. You watch a kid break something and because they want to put it back together. I'm finna break this because I think I can put it back together. And it's like, yep, I used to do that same dumb shit. Couldn't put it back together. Or sat there until I figured it out. But I wanted to know if I could do it. How do I get mad at my kid for having that same makeup? And if our kids ain't made up of us, what they made up of? To me, the genetics gotta matter. It is something you should be worried about. Like,
But you're basing it off of having a kid with this person. That's what you're saying?
why I'm worried about their genetics?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because it's one thing to deal with you and whatever genetics you whatever you got going on. I can see your stuff as an adult and decide, like, do I want to deal with this? Do I not want to deal with it? Like, but once we have kids, I got to deal with your genetics. And, the kid that's going to have some of you in them, like, I got to deal with it at that point. I can't walk away from that.
So a woman tells you, hey, my family deals with a long line of severe depression. Is that an automatic X? You can't deal with that, or?
No, not for me. It's not an automatic X.
Okay.
But would it be an automatic X to have children with her?
No.
Okay. So they don't play that big of a role.
Nah. I mean, not for me to feel like, if you a good person, you a good person. You can't, there's certain things you can't control. So I'm not going to hold stuff like that against you. If you don't know how to manage it, or you're not trying to manage it, and it's causing issues, and it's like you don't want to get no help for whatever is going on, then that's a different conversation. But just because you got some type of whatever going on genetically, I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'm gone.
Okay.
So mental illness is genetics?
Some of it,
Yeah. You don't believe so? Go ahead, put that mic up. Put that mic up where it's supposed to go.
No, I'm just interesting. I never. Well, I guess. Yeah, I get. Okay, that makes sense when people tell you like, "Oh, it's hereditary."
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, when you think about it, it's chemical.
Yeah.
Some of those things are chemical, and if you getting somebody DNA that's chemically imbalanced, it's a chance that you can have those same chemical imbalances.
Especially when you start, when there's so many things being mixed with these chemicals, and they have their own chemicals, and then it causes and creates chemical imbalances from almost every single thing we put into our bodies.
You saying like medication and stuff?
Medication, food,
Oh yeah.
like everything, stuff that we put on our bodies, like it's all full of chemicals.
We create some of the extra stuff we have to deal with.
That
Absolutely.
is interacting with our natural chemicals. You know what I'm saying? We are naturally and chemically made up. So, it's a lot.
So, Juju,
Yes.
would you give your spouse an allowance if they didn't work?
I don't like to say allowance
Close up on yes.
because I think that's like, I don't know. That's
He a
like,
kid.
yeah.
So what you want to call it then?
You ain't my damn
what
kid.
you want to call it since it's not allowance?
It's not, but I mean, like, if you wasn't working, if you not
Stipend, yeah. Would you give them a stipend
You stipend
no,
if
but
you
you-
weren't working?
it's no guarantee that I'm I don't know. It's no guarantee like if you're not working, like I'll just try to give you, whatever I can. I don't think it's like we gonna make it like, oh, I'm gonna give you XYZ every single week, and I don't know.
but you gonna give them something.
Yeah.
So they gonna get an allowance. It just ain't a set number.
I mean, I guess.
Or would you call it an allowance or just being supportive?
Just
to
being
yourself?
supportive. That's what I look at it as like. That's why I say I wouldn't call it an allowance. I'm just supporting you. Like right now,
Is
whatever.
allowance a bad term or something? Is
It's
that
just
a bad
no. It's
thing?
just we are adults, and it just make you sound
it's
like
like
I
it's
give
a
my
kid.
kids allowance.
But
you
you
know what I'm
supporting
saying?
your kids. So what's the difference? You give them an allowance because you support them.
But those are my children. I'm supposed to support them.
But
You're
y'all,
supposed to
that's
support
just
your
semantics.
husband.
It's the same thing.
Are you not supposed to support your husband?
It is, but it's fun. It's funny that you would be the man that creates this argument because men have such an ego with that. Like most men would not want to be sitting up here told that they are given an allowance. Most men don't even want to take money from women.
Yeah, I'm not, but that ain't the point.
Yeah, like
I'm still for equality. What's good for one is good for the other. So
I'm just saying I'm not getting ready to sit here and say, oh well, I'm gonna give you a $500 allowance every week. Like no, it's like listen, whatever I got extra, I can afford to give you, whether it's $500, whether it's $200, whether it's $100, whatever I got extra and I can afford to give you, and I know you having a hard time, I'm gonna give it to you.
So Vee Chat.
So
Your
basically-
husband don't work.
Basically, she gonna give him an allowance.
Your husband
Basically,
don't work, and you the breadwinner. You giving an allowance? Is there something wrong with giving a man an allowance? No.
Can you talk it to the mic?
Wait. If I was a breadwinner,
You giving your husband an allowance?
yeah, why not?
I'm-
I'm just like because I
What
I
if
guess
he
I
a
don't wanna
stay-at-home
call it-
dad?
Listen,
He'll have access to the account, just
and that's just really it. So it's like, why we talking about this an allowance?
Because
like,
is it a cap on how much he can spend?
no.
Yes.
Well, listen. Here's the thing. Because look, it has to be a cap.
That's-
It has to be a cap on what we both can spend and what we are spending it on.
Touche, sweetie, touche. If I'm working,
You can spend what you
and
want.
No, not what I want, but I feel like I should have a little bit more leeway because I'm the one bringing home the money. I'm paying the bills. I'm taking care of us. I'm Big Mama, so it's like I get a little bit more leeway. You know what I'm saying?
Big Mama. Oh,
You ain't
shit.
Big Daddy. No, I'm Big Mama.
Oh,
So
I
you
can be
got-
Big Daddy. I
No,
like
you
that.
can't.
I'm Big
No,
Daddy.
you can't.
She said I'm Big Mama. Damn, that was funny. No, I think it should be a cap on what we both spend, and I think that should just be it. Like whether that cap is and here's the thing: it needs to be a cap on what we spend, and we both have to have to agree on that before that leaves wherever.
If your
it's leaving.
husband the breadwinner and you the stay-at-home mom, do you feel like you should have an allowance?
I feel like he should just give me. I should have access to be able to spend whatever it is I need to spend, and I shouldn't have to necessarily. Like, I mean, it's one thing that you communicate and you talk to each other about, what's being done, what's necessary, and all of these things. But I don't know. I just don't feel like it should be like, hey, I'm going to give you $1,000 every week, or I'm
But
going to
that's
give you.
outside of like him taking care of like the house.
Right. What if you
It's
you know?
outside of the bills.
What if you trying to save
Like-
money to buy him something or to do your own thing? Like you don't want to run it through the account all the time. So do you feel like he should give you money so that you can have your own money to do what you need to do outside of the family business, the family whatever to take care of the family?
No, I just think when you married, you should just have access to all of this stuff together.
Give me my allowance.
Look, she said, give me my allowance.
That's a tough subject.
I think I just feel like you should have access to all of these things. Like if whatever account that y'all have together, you should have your own card to be able to do what it is you want to do. Because it's not like he's not gonna know. But I do think I think communication is necessary. You have to communicate with each other, and I do think it has to be a limit on what both of you guys spend, and it shouldn't necessarily be more just because you make it more. I think it's fair.
So it should be equal.
I think it's fair to set it to a limit where, like, yo, I gotta run it. I for sure gotta run this by you, and you for sure need to run this amount. If it exceeds that amount, if whatever you are purchasing,
I feel that.
if whatever you are purchasing exceeds this amount, so we have a limit. And if whatever you are purchasing exceeds that amount, then we definitely need to have a conversation about that before
So-
the purchase, not
It's on,
after
like,
you make the
personal-
purchase.
It's on personal things. So I don't know. I guess it necessarily doesn't need to be an allowance. For me personally, I would like to have
She
my
like,
own
give me
money
my allowance.
just so I can feel like I'm still like, although I'm not working, I'm still independent. I can still do these things on my own.
I'm sorry.
But I don't know. The word allowance doesn't bother me either way, because at the end of the day, it's still the money is still coming out of one pot. We're still So I don't know.
Right. So why you gotta give it to me every week? Why can't I just be able to go in and do what I need to do?
What if it's an
whenever?
easy way for him to know or her to know like what you're spending?
Well,
like,
and
or
that's
not
what-
what you're spending, but this is what we got that
What
you
may be
can
working.
spend.
And so this is, I feel like that's why communication is so, you know what I'm saying? It's so important, because if that's what works for one of you guys and that works better, then you, because that's your spouse, then you should probably just go along with that, at least until it's time to, you know, revisit things.
I feel you.
Throw a little bit of
I don't,
compromise.
I don't
and
know
then-
about the allowance thing.
and
But
revisit. I don't know. Me, I just feel like there should be like an access of like what you.
watch out for that cord.
All right, that was smooth.
You gotta move the camera back.
That was smooth. Y'all giving out allowances or what?
Vee Chat said, yeah.
Vee Chat got it.
Juju
She got
said
money.
She giving an
Juju
allowance,
got
but
money.
She on. It ain't no like just
giving
a
access.
set-
She giving
She
money.
giving access
I'm
to
gonna give
the
you
account.
access.
She got it.
Pushin P, how you feeling today? Before we get on,
Whew. I am good.
that's good. So if you was the breadwinner, you giving an allowance to your husband
If he didn't work,
if he didn't work?
No,
why?
I'm
Why
not
is
giving him an
not?
allowance
Why not?
What?
because he doesn't need an allowance. My money is his money.
Oh, we coming in with
Okay.
politically
Fair
correct. Yeah.
answer.
We coming in with these great political. I love it. I love
See,
it.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
access. It's like
So he's just gonna have a card to
We-
the
this-
account.
Absolutely.
Do your thing.
hmm I mean, if we're married,
Yeah, y'all married.
yeah, we're married.
Is it a cap to the amount being spent? Like, don't go over 300 a week or something like that.
I want to say I
And-
would
and
feel
it's
that
not
the
like
person should be
family shit.
conscious in general, right? So we should all be conscious with our money and what we're spending and doing. So I think that person should be doing that as well. My spouse.
Yeah, but what if he feels like something, you need something, and
What
you
if you
feel like you don't?
We got it, so I'm spending.
Well, I'm pretty sure we had an
Toxic.
agreement about that.
Okay. Who
'Cause-
toxic?
that's toxic.
Yeah,
That is toxic behavior.
I feel like we had an agreement about it, right? So we talked about it, and that is the reason why you're not working, right? Or you're not bringing home maybe as much.
Nah, we said not working.
You said
Yeah.
breadwinner.
So you got
He going through a hard time right
you
now.
gotta stay. You
Okay.
gotta stay at home, husband.
He
Yeah, but is he taking care of the kids?
yeah, he
Is
doing all that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he doing all that. He
My
just
money is his money.
He just need 500 a week to do it.
Is 500 a week a lot?
Nope, it definitely ain't.
Okay, because I was.
Nuh-uh. But he needs it though. Okay, good.
to take care of the house.
No,
No, to
That ain't-
take care
that
of what
ain't
he
family
wanted.
Money.
No.
Like, that's his for him. He do what he want to with it, not spend it on the family.
He go get his mani and his petty. He get his
Hoop sessions, video games, whatever he want to do with it.
Whatever you want to do with it. It's our money together.
Y'all great.
It's our money together.
Fellas, go ahead, lose your job. Go ahead, lose your
Yeah,
job,
what would I
fellas.
do?
Get that check.
Go ahead, lose your job, fellas.
What did you marry for? When isn't it supposed to? What is it? For rich or for poor?
Sickness and health and all that good shit, right?
All of that. So you
Death
just
do us part.
you stick it out. I mean, everything has an expiration date. You know, because you can't just not do anything. But you know, like things happen and life happens, and you know you can't stay where you at.
Vee Chat. Why are men less likely to leave the relationship?
More patience.
More relations. Oh. Because you just said something. You like to make stuff, you know, you say stuff up under your breath.
Why guys less likely?
Yeah.
Security? Not security. I don't know.
More patience.
Oh, go ahead, Punk.
Absolutely not.
Because Vee Chat don't know.
I
Please.
don't.
What you call it?
Go ahead.
I'm asking what you call it. I told you what I call it. You said not at all. So what you call
Elaborate.
it?
And then I'll answer.
More patience. We deal with more of y'all shit. Like we're willing to stay in toxic relationships.
So if you're willing to stay in a toxic relationship, do you actually really know that it's toxic though?
If I don't know it's toxic, that means whatever you're doing ain't that big of a deal to me. Even though I'm unhappy and I'm still here. Which is more patience. I don't know. People do it all the time.
Okay, so you know, I saw this clip.
Wait, y'all gotta answer the question.
No, I'm about to say it goes to you saying people do it all the time. I saw this clip of I couldn't remember who it was, but my client told me it was Michelle Obama, and she was saying that she went
ain't
10
loved
years.
Barack 10 years. Well, not didn't
She
love
didn't
him.
know she loved him. She didn't like him for 10 years.
Yeah.
Whew.
Can you not like
Is
your
it a
spouse for
question?
10 years?
What's the question?
I don't know.
That was deep.
Basically saying people stay in it when they're not happy. So it's like,
Yeah, like
That's what marriage is supposed to be.
you didn't like somebody for 10 years and you like stayed there despite you not liking this person for 10 whole years.
But you love them. You loved what you guys had. So
Yeah, but like if I don't like
But are you
them-
unhappy when you not liking somebody?
I don't know. I might not like you some days. I'm not unhappy with our relationship.
We don't sleep together.
Correct.
You ain't got to see me when you go home. When you wake up, that's easy to do.
So, I mean, I think
That's a long time to not like somebody.
10 years, but she probably didn't even really notice it until she was getting out of it.
Shit.
Actually, I think women really stay without noticing what they are going through, to be honest with you.
Why do you
Like
feel
you
that
just
way?
said, men, they might not even think, like the little stuff that we are obviously do, spouses, our wives, we don't even notice what they're doing. But women, we notice everything. We notice when we're overwhelmed. We kind of notice when we are not getting. We're kind of notice all of these particular things. So we go longer noticing those things, and then we're finally done.
So y'all notice y'all unhappy. Them 10 years, you noticed you was unhappy.
I don't necessarily think it's unhappy, though.
You just described miserable without saying the word miserable, and that's not unhappy.
Because we don't necessarily know what the issue is.
So if you went through all that and then finally you're done, why you done if you wasn't unhappy all that time?
Well, I'm not going to talk about why women usually are done.
Why not?
You just used it as part of your statement.
No, I did. But I'm saying as far as like, most of the time when a woman is like really done,
She got tired of all the shit she was putting up with for them 10 years.
She
you talking
did,
about?
but she also probably had somebody in her ear too.
So y'all gullible and vulnerable.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
you got that from out of that. Woof.
Punk, any chance
Talking
that
about a nigga in your ears
I might not
or
even
person.
talk about a nigga. You
It
don't
might
even
be
know.
one of your friends, whoever. You're gullible. If somebody can be in your ear to talk you away from me, either you was unhappy and didn't want to be here anyway, or you was gullible or vulnerable.
Punk, any chance that Barack Obama was didn't like Michelle
Yes.
part of those 10 years?
Yes, they probably wasn't liking each other. It happens in relationships.
But that don't mean that they were unhappy. I don't feel like that means that you're unhappy. I think
It was
once
there
you
was
get to
it
the
was
point-
times of unhappiness.
Like
Yeah, maybe unhappiness,
If
but
you-
not just all those 10 years she was unhappy.
Are you hugging people you unhappy with every day?
Absolutely, I am. Because
The
I
same way
want to
you-
continue to keep on treating people the way I want to be treated.
So don't nothing change when you unhappy with a person or your spouse. Nothing change in your behavior.
That wasn't your question, but that's your question now. It does.
So things will change, and he will notice those changes, right? So the unhappiness is being seen. Like on both ends. It's no way to say you don't notice it.
Maybe you dislike a particular trait that person is displaying, but you're not necessarily unhappy with the whole relationship and the person itself.
But when the things occurring, what's going through your mind? Are you
Not
unhappy in those
unhappiness.
moments?
I'm upset about this particular trait.
Okay.
And I am unhappy about that they continue to keep on displaying that.
And that is part of that person. So you're going to be unhappy with them. She was unhappy for 10 years. The shit happens.
She said she was unhappy, or she said she did not like him.
She didn't like him for 10 years.
Right. That's different. That's
It's
a difference.
hard to be happy when you're in the house with somebody you don't like every day, sleeping with them at night. Like if I'm unhappy with my spouse, I don't necessarily want to touch you at night when we laying next to each other. I'm irritated because of whatever you display. I'm irritated at that shit. So no, I don't want to be all chummy with you. That leads to I'm unhappy in that moment, and that might lead to you being unhappy too. Like it's not gonna be like I dislike you, but I'm still hunky dory. Like no, for me, I don't know. Maybe for you, you can do that. For me, I can't do that.
Okay.
I feel like we all show our dislike, which is unhappy.
10
If you're
years
dealing with
of
that
not
10
liking
years,
somebody
you
is
unhappy.
crazy. 10 years.
I think people can bring joy to your life or not bring joy to your life, but they can't make you unhappy unless you choose to be unhappy.
Yeah, I believe that too. So I guess we cannot use the word happy, or it's on you to bring happiness to yourself. The person should be adding to that. So if we gonna speak in that sense, it really don't even matter whether you say they happy or not, because that's a personal thing. Right?
Correct.
Are you dealing with somebody for 10 years that you don't like for 10 years? Because at this
if
point,
I
it
do
don't
not
matter.
like them,
It don't
probably
matter
not for 10 years. If I do not like them,
it don't
right?
matter if you happy
But
or
if
not.
I don't like a particular trait and I'm trying to see if they will evolve from it, possibly.
You deal with it for 10 years.
Possibly.
Okay.
Anything?
Sis was patient.
It paid off for her though.
They probably both was patient.
But see, that's the thing, is what I'm sitting here thinking as I'm listening to y'all. Is just like marriage is purpose, and there's people who understand that, and there's people who not. And what I mean when I say marriage is purpose, that means like sometimes you have to sit through some real uncomfortable shit, and it don't even have anything to do with you, because it's so bigger than you, or just you and your spouse. It's so much bigger than y'all. So it's like, it's people who understand that, and there are people who just won't understand that, because the world is mainly full of selfish people. And we just want to make us happy. We want to do what makes us happy.
You're supposed to do what make you happy.
You
Especially if I'm in control of my happiness and no one else is. I definitely got to do what make me happy, because I can't rely on you for it.
But
right?
that's
What I said.
That's just going back to what y'all was saying. Like, do you think she was happy all the time laying next to a person that she did not like?
I don't know.
And she said it paid off for her.
No.
Who said that? It
I
paid
said
off
that.
for her.
What do you mean? What does that even mean? It paid off for?
Hey, some people feel like it did. She was the first lady of the
Oh,
the
it had
United
some
States,
benefits and
and
perks. At the
yeah.
end.
Now that's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I
It worked out
said.
for her, like it all changed. Like, now
She's
they're like,
exactly. She
But-
likes him again.
And you
correct?
have people who are inspired by their marriage, their union. That's amazing in itself. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
what really should be focused on is the fact that she didn't like him for 10 years, and she didn't just up and run because, I don't like him right now.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes that's how it ties into it. Sometimes it's about like sitting through
The
unhappy
vows
stages
you
and things
made.
that, you know what I'm saying, that don't make you happy right now, but you gonna tough it out.
I would love context to it. Like, I would like to know, like,
What was the dislike?
Yeah, I would love to know that. Like, what was the big deal? But okay. Moving on. Mandatory DNA test at birth. Is
Let's
this
go.
Like this.
Y'all was ready for this
Ready,
one. Woo.
is this infringing on women's rights?
Ladies first.
Yeah. No.
I don't either.
Okay.
You should.
Nope.
I saw a quote today that said in 2022 or going into 2023, you should know who the daddy is. So yeah, I don't think that is infringing.
Juju.
Is mandatory DNA test infringing on women's rights?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm indifferent.
What's the indifference?
I don't know.
What is it?
I definitely think it can solve a whole lot of issues, but
What could it possibly hurt?
I mean, it's her right to do it or not.
How is it her right?
It is. I'm not, and
Right,
that's
or
why I
pay
just
for
said
it.
that's why that's the very reason why I led with I'm indifferent because it can
Wait, why is
it can
her
be
right?
argued because it's her child.
It's his child too, supposedly.
It is, but
Maybe.
so.
Possibly.
Look, there
Possibly.
you go. That's to be determined.
Exactly, and it needs to be determined.
Correct.
So how is it her rights?
be
It's
determined.
his
TBD.
child, and him and his
TBD.
child, his supposed child, got to get some blood drawn. What's the?
I don't know. That's why I said I'm indifferent because it can be argued from both points of view.
No, it can't. Shouldn't even be no argument.
Once you
with that.
decide to have
You
a
got-
child, you no longer really, you still, I guess you really kind of technically have rights over your body because it's your body, right? But
baby ain't
you're
in your body
housing,
no more.
you're housing someone's child, and then now you deliver that child. You don't have any more rights. That father should know if that's his or not.
'Cause I sure
It
ain't
shouldn't
got
even
no
be a
rights when
question,
you
but-
want my child support.
And then now what's so crazy is that if I sign my name on the birth certificate,
It don't even matter.
it doesn't matter. Like I can
It could
still
not
have
be
to
my
pay
child. Yep.
that child support, even if it has been known that the
ain't
child is not even mine.
But
So we didn't
aren't-
had a DNA test, and now the child isn't mine, and I'm
And I'm
still
still
paying
gotta pay.
child support.
Aren't they able to request a DNA test or something? No.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
But why not make it mandatory? Baby come out the
Yeah.
womb, hell. Suppose it pops, we need a vial of blood. They taking blood from the baby and shit anyway.
I'm with it.
So we got 3 yeses and 1 no, or indifferent,
Yeah, I mean.
which means no.
Don't say which means no.
I'm just trying to figure out what it could hurt.
These lying ass.
No, I mean I don't know. It's based on the individual. I don't have them problems, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, based on the individual, it's like, this is why you just have children with people that you want to be with, and
That ain't got nothing to do with
wanna
shit. You
deal
could want to
with.
be with somebody, but if she cheated, what's the
and
like?
get married.
I don't have no control over that.
Child.
So Punk,
What up, Deuce?
she let me go to B. She tells you every time a guy hits on her. Is this good or bad for the relationship?
Bad.
Vee Chat, go ahead.
Oh,
It's bad.
I think it's bad because now it's like what's the purpose of telling your significant other every time somebody else hits on you if the advance is not returned? At this point, it's just like I feel like
You gonna tell them if the advance was returned? Yeah, baby, this nigga hit on me at the club. You know,
I
I wait.
gave him
I wait back at him. No.
But I'm saying, like, what's the point? Like, saying, like, oh, this guy tried to talk to me. It's like, you don't have any intent of talking to anybody back. So it's just like, what's the purpose of telling every single time? Because I feel like it's almost like you're bragging. So now it's almost maybe could build an insecurity in your partner. So now every time you go out, they think this what you want, when it really ain't.
Punk, how you
it's
feel?
bad.
What's the question again? Is it a good thing or a bad
Yeah.
thing to tell your partner?
She tells you every time she gets hit on. Is this good or bad for the relationship?
Yeah, it's probably bad. Cause I'm just gonna feel like, what you telling me that for? You trying to provoke me, or like, what's the point of it? I don't know. Unless we just really got that type of relationship.
Maybe she
I
wants
can't
you
even
to step your game up. Because it's
Yeah, that ain't the
prospects
way
out
to do
here.
it. That ain't the way to do it. You can go have the prospect. If that's what you're trying to do, go with the prospect.
Okay, I didn't say I was doing that because you got a little personal over there. Wait a
I'm in
minute.
the league already.
Wait a minute. I'm just throwing something out there. Let me see if you go fishing with it. Let me see.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't see the point. Sometimes if like it was some type of drama behind it or something, I could understand. But every time because somebody told you look good or something, you coming home, yeah, baby, this dude told me I look good. I tell you that every day. So it's like, what's your point? I mean, like, what? It's cool to tell you sometimes, I guess. I don't know.
Juju? Is this good or bad for the relationship?
I think it could be bad. Because I don't really know what would be the point.
He's letting you know that he's staying true to you and he didn't budge to their advances.
I guess.
Sound like a lie to me.
Everybody gonna say bad. We don't get nobody agree. Nobody disagrees. Pushin P. You tell him every time you get hit on. Are you being honest or you throwing it in his face?
Fuck down so that you don't get hit on.
You remember every
Wow,
Yes.
that was like so many episodes ago. But anyway, that was so many episodes ago.
You said it.
No, I'm not telling. I don't think that it's a hindrance, though. I think if the person feels some type of way, it's probably because of their own insecurity.
Feel some type of way about you telling them that all the time. It's their own insecurity.
Correct.
Insecure of what?
Why would you feel a certain type of way if your spouse is being, not spouse, or just person you're in a relationship with is getting hit on?
I don't feel
Like,
no
you
type
know-
of way that you getting hit on. I feel some type of way that you got to come tell me every single time somebody hit on you.
But that's just being honest.
That's dumb. Sorry. P.
I mean, that's just being honest. What happened tonight at the club? Or what happened tonight when
You
you
have
were out?
fun.
Right.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
I
you
had a
just
good
go
time.
into the whole conversation.
Then you get this chick
Yeah.
was hitting on me.
You know, I tried to tell her no, I was married, but she
told
bought
her
me
this.
some shots, and you know,
See, now you're
talked.
going because you could have said no, and then the shots could have came, and you didn't have to go through all of that. That's
So
what I'm
hold
saying.
on.
You don't have to
He
go through all
can't
that.
accept shots? He can't accept shots?
No,
Y'all
not if you're
Pushin
coming
P,
home.
Pushin P, you don't accept shots.
Not if
You
you're.
you don't accept no shots.
Hold on now.
Now hold on.
Listen to me. Are we listening
Hold
to me?
on.
If
you on your
now,
own, baby.
if the shots came before this particular person tried to talk to you, yes, maybe, or at the same time. But if she's been talking to you for a while and then
sent you some shots
say,
over?
"Ooh, let me give you some shots," no, because your whole thing is while you're telling your mate, "Oh yeah, this person tried to push up on me, but I wasn't going." Obviously, you going, you letting her buy you shots and shit.
How
Those
do I
are
let
free.
you buy me shots? If she
Ma'am,
tell the
huh?
bartender,
I said
Ma'am.
not me.
Send him
First of
some
all, that was my
shots.
disclaimer in the beginning.
I was like, because we didn't accept a many of your shots
she
and
tell-
a
First
many
of
of
all,
your
I
drinks.
have not.
No, I
I don't accept shots.
just drinks.
if she tell the bartender to send some drinks or some shots, what he supposed to do?
Right.
Before she comes over there.
After.
Tell her to
After.
take them shots herself. You faithful.
The bartender just dropped the shots off.
What
She ain't
shots
tell-
got to
I
do
just
with
told you
she
what
ain't
you was
tell
supposed
me
to
who that
do.
was from.
Well, the
Okay.
girl's not there anymore. She just sent them over.
Oh,
after
well,
they
then that's
shot
fine. She's no longer there, so y'all not talking anymore. There's no
So
more
it's okay to get some
conversation.
drinks.
But she
Can
sent
he
them
say thank
beforehand
you?
before they even met. She sent the shots.
That's fine. I
Okay.
said if she's coming over, walking over,
But we can't have a conversation and she buy me some
Absolutely
shots.
not. The fuck not. Now y'all in it. We talking. We trying to get to know each other. We talking. What's your likes? What's your dislikes?
Juju, Juju, you accept the shots?
No, I
You,
do not.
you don't accept the drink? Huh?
Drink like that.
You don't accept no drinks? Nah, I'm on y'all ass
You
today.
okay
I'm
with
on
your
y'all
husband
ass
accepting
today.
drinks?
Do you accept drinks, Jew? Are you not gonna answer?
I'm waiting for Juju's answer and then I come back around to me.
You don't know.
Juju, we can't hear you. That mic is all the way at your hips.
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
She didn't think about what?
If her
Yeah.
husband was getting drinks, is she okay with that?
Yeah.
I'm okay
Is-
with it as long as
is
it's
it
not
okay
coming from
for
out of
him
my
to-
bank account.
Is it okay for your husband to accept shots or some drinks?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Juju?
I ain't accepting no drinks. I'm lying. she like, yo ass better take the drinks. That's money we ain't gotta spend.
That's what I
Fuck
just
you
said.
talking
That's more money in our account.
about? Just don't smile at her too much.
Correct.
Alright.
That's all I'm saying.
Now you can't
That's all I'm saying. Don't have a
We look at me
conversation
Don't
with the
say
man.
that.
Right. Don't be having conversations with us. Talking about y'all lifelong
So
goals and
just
shit.
better buy me some drinks
Absolutely.
and then don't converse with
We
her.
do it every time. We do it all the
And
time.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, how
Baby,
that,
you just
how
said
that work?
Baby, you just said you
You
didn't
do it
accept
all the
drinks.
time.
She did.
They throw
She
me
did.
under the bus. That's fucked up, G.
Like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, we are not talking about our own personal situations, relationships.
That's right.
This
I
is
said we
clearly
as a
for
collective
entertainment
women.
purposes.
She decided to be personal.
No, she's just still for entertainment. We ain't talking about us. Even when we ask about you, we ain't talking about you.
Still don't know if you care if your husband accepts shots or drinks.
Oh, I ain't even thought about it no more.
What's up, Deuce?
she
Really
ain't playing with
you. got
you.
the mic right
She
here.
is not playing with you. I've never been. I wouldn't know. So
Me either.
yeah, I wouldn't know. No, nobody. Send no shots this way.
drinks? I bought y'all drinks?
Aw.
I bought y'all drinks that one time we went to Tommy's.
Aw.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
ain't the same.
Right.
Ain't no random shit.
So
Y'all
I
think y'all the dust
so
for the
now I'm with
group?
nobody.
We the what?
Y'all the duffs of
I
the
told
group?
you I was.
Aw.
I
So the
feel
women
bad.
really, like, send you drinks?
No.
No, he doesn't. He's
No.
the duff of the group.
Cause I'm just like, do women really do that? I don't
No.
know. I don't know.
Yeah, I know women that say they do. I ain't never had it happen to
Don't
me,
look
but
over
I ain't
at
saying.
me.
I'm just trying to look at everybody in the room. No, I don't know. I don't think it's never happened to me. Not that I can remember.
Did she buy like a round of drinks for everybody? And okay, all right.
Oh no, I'm lying. So
Yeah.
somebody bought me some drinks before.
See,
I just remembered.
Did you accept them?
Yeah,
Did you talk to them for the rest of the night?
yeah. For some time after that too.
Okay.
Huh?
that ended up being your wife.
That's how
so
this shit be
cute.
going.
No, it wasn't.
That's our story.
This man is it.
You
He
wanna
is
know our
it,
story.
baby. He is it, baby.
No time.
Pushin P.
No. I don't think I'm ready.
Did we do this with y'all already? Do we lose individualism in relationships and marriages?
Talked about that.
Oh, absolutely. I don't
We
know what
have,
to talk
yeah.
about
I think we talked about it with Lady D. Though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you
do.
expound on that?
You
And is it a good or bad thing?
it can be a bad thing if you don't notice it. So if you don't notice that you are losing your
I'm
individuality,
just not noticing shit. Like people just be. I'm listening to you. I'm sorry.
because you know I don't like when people talk when I'm talking. So yes, it can be a bad thing.
Can it be a
Yeah.
good thing?
It
No.
can be a good thing as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it can be a good thing
All
as
right.
well. Because you have to lose some form of individualism when you are in a relationship because you have so many more roles than just being your own self, your own individual, right? I have to be a wife. I have to be a mother, maybe, possibly. If I'm a dog mom, I have to be a dog mom. Whatever it may be, I have a different role now, right? So you're just not by yourself, okay? And that's fine. However, it's making sure that you can prioritize those particular roles, make sure that you are not getting away from yourself. Then once you kind of lose yourself all the way, then yeah, that's when it turns bad, because you're going to be destructive.
I don't think you ever. You can't lose yourself. I don't think you have to lose yourself in order to add on extra roles like being a mom, being a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like brother, sister, dog, mom, whatever. I feel like it just adds to. It just adds to you and what you have to give. You know what I'm saying? You have to, of course, like prioritize time and stuff. But I don't think that you have to absolutely lose yourself in order to be a good spouse or to be in a different part of your life.
I think some of it is in the context of like your individualism as far as the things you do, like to do whatever you might have wanted to do or grow from an individual basis, like because you start lacking time to do your own shit. Like maybe you was writing a book, and then now that you got all these other roles, you ain't got a whole lot of time to write the book like you was doing. So
try and prioritize your time.
yeah, that's what you really have to try to do, because it's easy to lose,
But you said you
that
lose
self
yourself.
stuff.
You do.
And then you come back to being whole, and then you prioritize your time.
No. I said you can lose yourself. Now, I will ask you this. With that being said, since y'all don't lose yourselves, what do you do for self-care?
You asking me?
Everybody.
Hair, nails, go out with my friends, shop, eat, whatever I want to do.
I ain't asking
Spend
you.
money, spend money, spend money, spend money.
And that's
I like to color
I'm not
too.
talking, I'm talking about her. That's all I heard when she said all that
That's
stuff she
what
was
I
saying.
I'm sorry.
But what do I do for my self-care? This, honestly, like this pot and shit is my self-care.
When did you notice that it was self-care for you?
The first time I came and did it.
Okay. But before that, what were you doing for your self-care?
Going to the gym.
Right, your haircut, your eyebrows.
Nah, I don't think about it. I
Oh.
do all that shit myself. I don't think about
Oh, you
it.
cut your own hair?
Yeah. I don't think about like.
I know you fucking lying. I was like, you could have did this.
She was struggling.
I didn't say I cut other people hair. I said I cut my own
Hey,
shit. But
I wasn't just like this. You could do that to my hair too.
back to
Taking you
Nah, I
another
mean
job.
I do I do the stuff that I like to do. You still have to figure out a way to do that. I've been lost in the sauce though. Definitely.
Was that a good or a bad thing?
I felt like it was a good thing because I feel like you want to be lost in your spouse. Like it's times where you need that. So I didn't think it was bad. Like I felt like I was being a team player. Like you needed to focus. She might have needed to focus on what she needed to focus on, and I needed to support her through that. So my shit took a backseat. Let me pause on this.
That's what I said. I said.
But you can lose. Like in those instances, like you lose that what you do for yourself to make yourself happy because you investing so much into the other person to get them to build up or whatever it is that they doing. Like your focus ain't on you, and you lose that.
Okay.
At what point do you get it back, or do you not get it back?
You get it back. I mean, I got
But
it
you
back.
have to be
so I think
aware.
you
Some
get it back.
people,
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
depressed.
You definitely got to be the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause can't you get resentful? Like
absolutely.
I dropped all of this for you.
For you,
I
yeah.
focused all on you, and I put
Yeah.
everything that I needed on the back burner.
Yeah.
And
I
now
got a
I'm mad
0.9
because
GPA and you got a 3.8.
0.9.
Juju. Do you lose 0.9?
You said what?
You wild as hell for that.
Who?
You 0.9 GPA.
Oh my God, she got a 3.8. Real mad as hell.
So I did all her homework and shit. Didn't do my own shit. But anyway.
Yeah, you was definitely lost in the sauce,
Lost in the
boy.
sauce.
Copied it and then y'all could have had the same grade.
Should have been taking it right.
We ain't had the same classes. I got smart that next semester. We had all the same classes. My GPA came
I
up.
don't like this story.
Juju,
Tell me, you get lost in the sauce.
do we lose individualism in relationships and marriages? And if so, is it a good or a bad thing?
It can be both. It can definitely be both. I feel like sometimes you have to lose individualism because when you decide to, especially when you decide to marry somebody, you become one with that person. So you have to be considerate of this person and vice versa. So sometimes that requires you to lose a little bit of you. But and it can be a negative because just sometimes a lot of us are like emotional like people.
And become
You know what I'm
emotionally
saying?
dependent?
Yeah. You know, so it can get ugly sometimes. It's like that.
Alrighty.
Got something else for us, Deuce?
I'm about to speak on this individualism once this camera come on. So yeah, no, I feel like you definitely can lose individualism in a marriage or a relationship. I hear y'all say like it could be a good thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing because I just feel like you can end up resenting the person because, like you say, you pour so much into them, and you kind of lost a piece of yourself. And I know this is a relationship podcast, and everything's supposed to be hunky dory, and when you get married, we just become one, and we bind into one being. And come on now.
No, but
I
that's
ain't
what
saying that.
sacrifice. That's sacrifice.
That's how y'all
I
be
don't-
sounding now.
I didn't say that. I don't
That's how
believe
y'all
that.
be sounding.
Sound like that.
I'm just saying, man.
Like relationships, healthy, successful relationships and marriages, it requires sacrifice,
Absolutely.
sacrifice and compromise, and that just.
But I should
sometimes
lose
you
some of
can-
myself for that?
When you
Sometimes
sacrifice and compromise, you losing something yourself to me. Because if I gotta not get exactly what I want, I'm losing something, and I'm willing to take that loss to sacrifice.
But that's
And your
different
wife
from
should
losing the
should-
essence of
should
yourself.
Be willing
though.
to do the same for you. It's kind of it's like give and take. I compromise for you, you compromise for me. I sacrifice for you, you sacrifice for me. But it's all for the greater good of the foundation and the legacy of us. Because that's just what love is. It's uncomfortable sometimes. It's being uncomfortable with both parties. It's having uncomfortable conversations. It's, being in uncomfortable situations sometimes. Your spouse making you happy, you making your spouse happy. It's just, that's what it is. Gotta compromise.
Episode 64. Follow the YouTube.
I don't think that was all the topics.
Follow the TikTok.
Wasn't it?
I had one more. Y'all want to go through one more?
What was it? Was it a little lighter?
Oh no, Vee Chat said we talked about it already, so I don't want to talk about it.
The handsome man.
Yeah, did we talk about that with them? With them too?
I don't know.
Did we talk about that with you?
You did.
I swear we did it. I
Do you
swear we
think it's
did.
weird to call your friend to call your spouse handsome and cute? We did talk about that.
No, you said multiple sex partners.
No,
That
she's
was
talking about
Juju
multiple sex
saying
partners.
Yeah.
That's what
So
Juju
okay,
said.
so
Yes.
let me ask Juju this.
Yeah,
Juju,
we'll talk about that.
Why you gotta ask Juju?
Juju. One of your friends calls your husband handsome man every time she sees him. Is this foul? Is this fair or foul?
That's foul.
She getting molly
Weird. Cause it's like, bitch, why did you look at that my man like that? Every time.
Every time, yeah.
I'm just
Your
maybe it's a
husband
light.
face ain't changed.
It's
What you
excessive,
mean?
though.
Exactly. So why you have to
What
say
if
every
it's a
time?
lighthearted?
excessive.
What if it's a lighthearted just gesture
But
of
why?
little
Now I
phrase?
feel some type of way. Every time?
Most times.
It's just
Most
weird.
times.
It's still weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah. Not like once. Yeah.
Juju, what you think? That's weird.
I don't
She don't think it's weird.
know.
It ain't weird.
Like, okay, would you call one of your wife's friends beautiful? Like, hey, beautiful. Like, I don't know, or like, cause I feel like
Is that
I feel like men just
Punk.
say that all the time.
Punk?
Man, don't have me in this. I ain't got nothing
Punk?
to do with this.
Punk. I called a wife beautiful. Oh, you looking beautiful today.
But you do that every time.
But I do it most of the time I see her. You looking beautiful. Fair or foul?
Yeah, nah, you looking too hard, bro. I just don't think you need to say it every time.
I think it's
Okay.
different for men, though, to be honest with you.
Nah.
Because
just-
men usually pay women compliments.
Absolutely.
And so,
Absolutely.
and women do not. So that's why I feel like
Damn,
it's
that's
weird.
fucked up. You ain't lying, but that's
Absolutely.
So for my spouse to tell one like, "Oh, you look nice today," or,
Yeah, you look
"Hey,
nice today
gorgeous,"
is different
or,
than
"Hey, gorgeous," or,
hey, beautiful woman.
You know what? I know it's like,
I guess it
"Hey, beautiful."
But
woman."
what
Not
if
that.
it's like,
guys
damn
that-
sis, damn sis, your hair look good, or something, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't care. Like if you seeing if you complimenting like something that they did, the hair changed, the clothes she might have on changed, but if you, hey, pretty face, like nigga,
Hey, bright eyes.
It's like,
But I'm saying,
You
like,
looking too
I
hard.
think, like, if you just, like, the way I don't know, the way I'm seeing it is just like you see somebody like, oh, hey, handsome, hey, beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Hey,
like,
beautiful.
men don't greet you like that, just like,
I
hey,
don't think
beautiful.
yeah, absolutely. That's why I said men usually make compliments. So,
And so
I don't see
know.
it as
So,
being
like, do we think it's weird if a woman say, "Oh, hey, handsome"? You know,
Right.
like
it
I don't
is
know.
because y'all don't do that.
for a woman, correct? Absolutely.
But what
For
if
a
this
woman,
particular woman
I
does
do.
every
You know what I'm
time
saying?
that's a problem?
Probably not every time,
But most of the
like,
time.
yeah, it's like, hey, handsome. Like, if you especially if it's a handsome guy, like, oh, hey, handsome.
Let,
Now,
let your
you know-
husband
Every
be
time I
handsome.
see you.
But
Let your
Hey,
husband be handsome, sis. Not mine.
Hey, good looking.
Hey, good looking.
because I'm
Hey,
thinking,
good
like, I
looking.
know that I've said that to men before, and really just not even, you know, trying to be
never
inappropriate
said that.
or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
I've
Like,
never said that ever.
oh
I've never.
shit. So like,
I don't know. I think
just
if
really
it's
not
like one
even
of your
trying to
good
be
friends-
inappropriate.
If it's one of your like good friends or your best friend, I think it's just weird to every time I'm like, hey handsome, hey cutie, oh your haircuts look nice. It's like every single time it's like it's an overkill and it's like, why you being weird?
So why you being weird? Yeah,
So the
I
next
mean,
time
I
you
don't
do
know.
it, we're gonna be into it.
Molly Wop.
I guess. So
Okay.
no,
Some
I
people
don't
don't
know
play
about
that
every
shit.
time, but I know I've said that to men before, but definitely not really trying to be inappropriate. Just like, you know, you a handsome, you know, it's a handsome man. Like, I think some men have like they need to hear compliments like we do. Like we like when men compliment us.
Not from my friends.
This
though.
the different. I
Not
think
from
you
my friends,
just thinking
no.
like you out somewhere and you be like, hey handsome, yeah that's cool. But every time you go to your best friend's house and her husband in the room,
Yeah.
you ain't
not
saying,
my spouse's
hey
friend.
handsome
No.
man to your best friend husband every time you see him.
No, that-
You're not doing that.
his
Or
ass
most
don't
times.
need that
Or
much
most times you're not doing that. You probably saying, hey, whatever his name is.
compliments from you.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I get what y'all saying. I get the weirdness like of it, but
But it wouldn't bother you.
I don't think so. You know, it's like, cause I mean, shit. I think my husband is handsome.
It's like a compliment, low key.
It is.
You don't need
It's
every
like
bitch
when I
telling him
think
he
like
handsome.
when people call me beautiful.
So
it
if
should be
your-
a compliment.
if your friend-
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hold on. If your friend told you all the time, like, girl, your husband look good, would that be weird? Is that any different than her seeing him and saying, hey, handsome man?
I feel like it's different.
No, that's
It's-
absolutely the same.
It feels different.
I mean, she just said her husband is handsome, so she would
Yes.
expect. So,
I think so.
are you okay with your friend telling you that all the time? Like, yeah, girl, your husband's so fine.
Vee Chat, do not come to
well,
my
I don't
house.
know.
Baby, you don't gotta worry about it. You don't gotta
Yeah, I
worry
don't know.
about it, baby.
I think like I think it would be if my friend told me that my husband was handsome, it would be okay. I think maybe it
Every time y'all got together.
That's what I'm getting ready to say. Like I can see where y'all having a problem with it if it's like every time. But I think the fact that if my friends to know that my friends think my husband is handsome, like
your friend weird as fuck and she need her ass beat. Cause I don't need you every time you see me to be like,
you admiring my
your man fat as hell, bro.
Wow.
Oh, I thought y'all be, oh, girl, y'all man. No, okay,
that may
you
be
said
a bit
the
much
first time.
because I think
The
her
second
intention
time-
might be wrong in that
It
aspect.
opens up
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
conversation. If
Second
you continue to
time,
keep
it's
on
like,
making a point.
Third time, it's like, bitch, what's to you?
yeah,
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Molly.
yeah. I think
Wow.
then the intention may be wrong. You know, but yeah.
Episode 64. Follow the YouTube. Follow the TikTok. Anybody want to promote businesses or y'all want to promote anything? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Beautiful Kids Studio, Westchester.
Say it with your chest, goddammit.
I'm too chill right now. So yeah, it's a Day Spa Westchester.
What's it
Right.
called?
What you say?
What is it called again?
Beautiful Kids Studio.
Okay, nice.
Yes, Beautiful Kids Studio, and I am a esthetician specializing in corrective skincare, brow restoration, etc.
Great. Punk, you promoted anything?
Save it for the booth.
Hey,
Follow all of
let's
that.
go.
Appreciate the commenters. I've been looking at the YouTube comments too.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna
They
do
be
a.
having long comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a segment where we shout out the YouTube
Somebody
commenters.
was like, Juju is not for everybody. I'm like, exactly, and I love that. I love it. I'm not supposed to be.
Living your truth, baby. Pushin P, you promoting anything? You got what you got for us?
I have peace, pleasures. No, absolutely. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not promoting anything.
Okay, good. That's all right.
It's to come.
I heard that.
Vee Chat.
Well, you got a platform to do it.
He said nice nails.
Vee Chat.
Okay.
You promoting anything?
Are you promoting your beauty YouTube page yet? No.
No.
Okay. Beauty and designer and fashion. Okay. Say episode 64. Peace out. We appreciate y'all. Peace out.